welcome, dear friends, to Kardec Radio, nourishing your soul 24 hours a day. Thank you for joining me. My name is Greg, and my show is called Spiritism, Healing and Meditation. We look at Spiritism in the light of a more Eastern philosophy and compare the similarities of the two systems or the two sides of the world. There is an amazing amount of parallels between India and the Vedic tradition and the Christ consciousness through Spiritism. This is show number 4. I actually don't have a title for it yet. I had some ideas, but things evolved quickly, and things are changing in the world so quickly, and our attention needs to be on that focus of what comes up. I very recently listened to one of Vanessa and Saloni's video posts that she does, Kardec Radio, at 11 p.m. now. And it was about spiritual remuneration by Emmanuel. And I was very struck by the beauty and the profundity of this. So I took the time to actually transcribe the quote from Emmanuel that she and the Kardec Radio team, Carlos Diaz and Vanessa and all the other wonderful volunteers at Kardec Radio did in translating this from the original Portuguese. Should say that Kardec Radio is, again, it's a fully volunteer-based. Everybody, whether they're technical people or the people that actually put the shows on, it's all volunteer-based. And your donations are welcome. We have kardecradio.com. You can go there. You can send any questions in to me or to anyone, and they will be answered. You go to kardecradio.com. There is a place to put your questions. There's a Twitter account as well. And Kardec Radio has over 4,000 podcasts. You can get them on YouTube, Spotify, SoundCloud, or kardecradio.com. There's also a Kardec Radio app that's free, and you can put it on your phone and you can listen to it anywhere, anytime for inspiration. It's a beautiful thing. So what was inspiring to me was the profundity of this statement, which was right in the middle of this chapter of this book. The book is called Before Jesus, Perante Jesus. I think I pronounced that correctly. It's a beautiful book, and you can find that on Kardec Radio. Vanessa does it every evening, and she's halfway into the book probably at this point. So I would like to read again, and if you haven't heard this, please go back and listen to her whole post. I believe it was post number 4 or 5. Serenity, I think, was the name of the program. Okay, so this Emmanuel first quotes 2 Timothy, Paul, 2 Timothy chapter 2, verse 6. The farmer who works must be the first to enjoy the fruits. And in this section, the first section, Emmanuel talks about the benefits of work and how important it is. In addition to receiving monetary remuneration, work is invariably followed by the respected spiritual remuneration, of which we highlight some of the most significant items. It turns on the light of experience, Work teaches us the difficulties and problems of others, including, therefore, to respect them. Work promotes self-education. Work develops creativity and the notion of time value. Work immunizes us against the dangers of adventure and boredom. Work establishes appreciation in our area of action. Work expands understanding. Work widens our field of effective relationships. It attracts sympathy and collaboration. Little by little, it extinguishes the inferior tendencies that we are still bringing from the past. Work is absolutely essential, and we learn this in Spiritism, and Emmanuel is reiterating this and going into detail about the benefits of work. Now, this next section is the one that got me very excited to actually go over this again and repeat what Vanessa, her show, did so beautifully. And I think she showed how excited she got about this, and I got excited equally. However, when work becomes pleasure to serve, the most important point of spiritual remuneration arises, which is every time the divine justice seeks us out at the exact address to carry out the sentence that we brought against ourselves according to the laws of cause and effect, or karma, we are in service. If we are in service to others, divine mercy orders that execution shall be suspended for indefinite period of time. This is the part that got me very excited. This whole idea of the suspension of karma that's coming back to us. And the way karma works from the Vedic tradition is we have an action, and that action is a physical thing, or it actually moves molecules in the physical realm. In a thought as well, it's movement, it's electromagnetic energy, the thoughts moving. Every action, like a pebble thrown into a pond, has ripples that go out, and they go out everywhere, and they continue to go out. In theory, an action, a wave that goes out, like a radio wave that goes out into space, it starts out as a large signal, and as it goes through space, it diminishes and diminishes and keeps getting smaller and smaller and smaller. And it just keeps getting smaller and smaller. So the more, the closer the reflective parts that send back the signal to us, the stronger they are. So our actions, according to the Vedic tradition, our karma that goes out, it goes out, and when it leaves the earth, it hits the moon, comes back. It hits Mars and comes back, Venus, the sun, all the different aspects. They are struck by these things, and that karma comes back to us. And the effects of karma are inconceivable. It goes everywhere, and it comes back at different rates. And oftentimes when we see someone who's doing something wrong, we say, why is God allowing this? Well, from the Vedic tradition, some karma is slow to come back. If we're just starting something, it's slow to come back. There's this idea of more instant karma. As we get closer and closer to becoming a perfected spirit, then our karma tends to come back more quickly because we are on that path. So this idea of karma coming back at different rates from different bodies. It's actually reflected off of these bodies. And the different planets are real in our solar system. And then there are the distant planets that, or the distant star formations. We affect everything from our thoughts, from our actions, and they all come back at different rates. So this idea that we can suspend the karma, and the other thing I wanted to mention is the karma. There in the Vedic tradition, they have what they refer to as laws of nature. That is one expression that is used to describe, you might call, a spirit, a law of nature, a law of God. And there are specific laws of nature or spirits that bring the karma back to us. Everything has an intelligence. It's not some random poof of air that comes. It is a real entity that would bring it back to us. So the idea of the divine mercy coming in and changing this whole concept of karma coming back to us. We've done something, it's coming back to us. And we are there, and it's about to reach us, and we are doing the good. We are helping with joy. And it is suspended. God steps in and says, I need this person, and he's helping. This is quite remarkable and quite exciting that we can actually avert a lot by helping. By helping others, we help ourselves. All these things that we learn about in Spiritism, this is the actual mechanics of how it works. And Emmanuel has brought out this mechanics, interrupting the actual process, diverting this process of the karma coming back to us from some distant past mistake that we made. Whatever the karma is, it's suspended indefinitely. So to do the good is quite beneficial for our own evolution, for our own peace and harmony. However, we know from Spiritism that it's best to do the good because it is the good, because those people out there are your brothers and sisters. They are your family, and we are always motivated because it is the right thing to do. So this is a beautiful thing for me, and I would like to thank Vanessa for her work on this area. There is another quote I would like to read. A quote this is from Maharishi Mahesh Yogi. There's a picture of him. He's the man that brought transcendental meditation to the United States back in the 60s. And some of you may remember he was the one that the Beatles found and went to India, to Rishikesh to study. So this is one quote here called "Happiness," and this is a very beautiful quote about happiness. He says, "Enjoy your life and be happy. Being happy is the utmost importance. Success in anything is through happiness. More support of nature comes from being happy." I like to put a parentheses in here. More support of nature. Support of nature is his way of referring to support or help from the spiritual realm. Support of nature. Angelic help, if we want. more supportive nature comes from being happy. So the idea of being happy is the utmost importance. Under all circumstances, be happy, even if you have to force it a bit to change some long-standing habits. Just think of any negativity that comes to you as a raindrop falling into the ocean of your bliss. You may not always have an ocean of bliss, but think that way anyway, and it will help it come. Be happy, healthy, and let all that love flow through your heart. And this idea of being happy is of utmost importance is also the idea in Spiritism that we attract what we emit. If we are thinking fear, negativity, revenge, these negative, dark, fluidic, toxic emotions, we are attracting that because it all starts from us. There is in the Vedic literature, there was a rishi who cognized the way we see. And it was Rishi, his name was Brigu. And he said, before the eyes can see, and I think physiology can corroborate this, before the eyes see, there is something that comes out of the eye and comes back. And this is what he saw in his vision. And in writing the Vedas, he wrote it down, the vision of we emit something and then it comes back. That's the way the eyes work. That's the way it all works. So we don't randomly just attract things. It comes originally from us, maybe from quite a while ago. So we want to always attract and be happy, even if we just force it just a little bit, as Maharshi said here, to change long-standing habits of being negative. We want to attract the good spirits, the high-order spirits. Okay, so I wanted to mention that because there's a lot of fear going around today, these days, and we always want to have our thoughts high, thinking of God, of Master Jesus, of the good spirits that are here to help. And you can be sure that the spiritual realm is very much aware of what is going on in the world today, in the dark fluidic energies that a lot of people are putting out of fear, sometimes unnecessary fear. So we want to boost the happiness. We want to just change that a little bit. And it starts with one person smiling. So this is what I had to share with you today. And I would like to thank you for listening. And we will go on to our meditation part. Dear friends, so keeping our eyes closed, feeling the love coming from our Master Jesus. Dear Master Jesus, fill us with your love now as we relax our body from head to toe. Bless us in this action. So take a deep breath and let it out slowly. Another deep breath all the way down to your gut. And a third deep breath. Starting at your crown, relax the muscles at the top of your head. Just let go. Let go. Let them be peaceful. Moving down to your facial muscles, your eyes, your ears, your jaw. Just let them drop. Your neck muscles and your shoulder muscles. Let them just drop to the floor. Your chest and your back. Feel them relax, let go. Your abdomen. Just let the muscles be released and know they don't have to be held in a tight position. Let them go. Your thighs and your calves. Let them, as it were, melt into the floor. And your feet. Feel them just spread out and be easy. Heavenly Father, Master Jesus, we are here with you. We ask for your divine mercy. We ask for your healing energy to heal our spiritual body, our perispirit. Help us release what we need to release through the body, and help it be comfortable and easy for us to release that. Give us the strength and courage for this action. Help us let go. Help us feel your divine love, which is all around us. Thank you. The divine healing stream of your love is the most powerful healer. Let us feel that. And let us take it to whatever part of our body that needs healing now. Let us feel that love come in and bless the different parts of our body. Let us see the bright white light from Jesus. Let us see his hands coming down upon our body. And as in the old times, when Jesus walked the earth, he would say, "Be healed." Let us feel that beautiful love come in. Thank you, Master Jesus, for this blessing. We ask you to just take a moment to come out. We thank you, dear friends, for being with us. Until next time, may your days be easy and peaceful. May you always have Jesus in your heart, guiding you. Thank you. So be it.